Hey Dystonia Warriors, how are you all doing today? So it's been about 4 years, well, a tiny bit over 4 years. Valentine's Day would have been 4 years, which would have been a great time to film this video. But yeah, so anyway, it's been 4 years since I had the DBS removed. If you have no idea what the DBS is, let me tell you what it is. So the DBS stands for Deep Brain Stimulation, and basically it is a battery that basically looks like this. They may have changed the design just a little bit, but for the most part you have a battery. Yes, this is the one that was in my chest. Why not? It is pretty cool. So basically it will be right here and or right here, give or take. Obviously the side will be kind of different because you got to have the wire, and the wire will go up behind your ear, and then it will go in your brain. A lot of times people would see this right here, they would think it's a vein, but in reality it was the wire. So it's been 4 years since this has been out of my body, and let's talk about it. So there are many reasons why I decided not to proceed and get the other surgery, because if the second two did not work for me, why would the third one work? The first one lasted 2.5 years, and then the second one lasted 1.5 years. They're supposed to last anywhere between 3 to 5 years or 5 to 7 years, give or take. Just depends on your battery. I guess every battery is different, I guess. And it was a really long decision because I didn't want to go through the third procedure, I guess you can say, and it not doing justice. There was a few programs that did work for me. You can definitely tell my walking was better, my left hand worked, but they were just lost in the air. And I couldn't go back to them, which is kind of suckish. And there's a lot of precautions I want to say about the DBS. But totally, definitely recommend talking to your doctor about the DBS, specifically your neurologist. Because it may or may not work. It didn't work for me, unfortunately. I think at the time I was the 34th person, and at the time there was 100 people that worked for him, but I was the 34th person that didn't work, because at the time it was very, very new, and now they're making like different programs, different prototypes. So who knows, maybe in the future, depending on, I might get more, but I have like long scars in my head, and I don't know if I want to go through that again. It was a brutal time, I'm not gonna lie. If I can ever find pictures, I will show you. But it was kind of crazy overall, the transformation. If you want, I can always go in depth about the DBS surgery. If you guys have any questions about that, I will literally go full in depth. It's literally 2 procedures, the battery, and then they shave your head to get the wire in. So it's like 2 procedures basically. They don't want to do it together because they don't want to risk it. They want to make sure it's all settled and in the right place before they move on. So I will totally do a video on the DBS if you guys are super interested about that. But this is just how I feel about it's been 4 years. Yeah, some days I don't feel like I need the DBS, but some days it's like, ooh, it's bad. Like today, I worked a lot today, and it was only in the morning. So my legs are kind of beat up a little bit. So I'm like, try not to rush it, but I was proud of myself for doing the best I can. Because I barely missed the bus. If only I could walk across the street with the light turn green, but that's okay. I knew my way around. It was okay. Just learn, do not stress about it. You will make it to your destination. Just take your time, plan it ahead of time, so that way you're not rushing. And if you do miss the bus, always know the other ways to get there, to where you need to go, if you do take the bus. And don't get stressed out, because freaking out is not gonna help you. Do I recommend the DBS? Honestly, it just depends on your dystonia and your body, because there are some people that have bad dystonia or Parkinson's or whatever, and it does work for them. You can see a massive change, and there are some people, including myself, that it did not work at all, and you can barely see a change. So if you are considering the DBS, I would definitely do your research about it. Ask as many questions as you can to your neurologist, or just pretty much just anywhere you want to know. Even if you call the DBS place, the Minitronics, they will give you all the information that you need and where you can get this procedure. Personally, I had both of mine procedures down in San Francisco, because in my state I was way too young to have the procedure, and at that time they didn't have the DBS procedure in my state, so I had to travel to San Francisco, which is okay. It was okay. It was fine. I love San Francisco. I want to go back again. It's been a while. There's like some precautions that you have to take when you are having the DBS. Stay away from metals or magnetic stuff. You'll have a card and everything, so just be prepared for that. Yeah, I will tell you more about the DBS if you want. But I think I've been doing pretty good for the most part. Botox is saving my life. I get it next week, which is so crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited. Stay tuned, guys. You guys are worth it and amazing. And yeah, this is basically my update of 4 years. It's crazy it's been this long, and so far so good. And if you have the DBS, I hope it's working great for you. Bye, guys. You are worth it.